And welcome everyone back to Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. Sorry for the late start for those watching live. It was kind of a crazy day and I was not able to record one piece at a time at its usual time. So just had to squeeze it in beforehand. And we went a little, not super long, but a little longer than I intended. And so I had to get other things done before I actually went live and all that. So yeah, have all that going here. But hope everybody wishes Amy a speedy recovery because she's with me right now, but she's not feeling too great. So I don't know if she'll be too talkative because she's just not feeling well, but she really wants to, she's been wanting to play more Final Fantasy. So she's been looking forward to that. So yeah, so we got that to look forward to, but hopefully this should be a pretty chill set of streams for us so as we check all this out. But yeah, hopefully everybody can hear me just fine, hear the game just fine. Hello, Sayo. Let's might as well go right to the party, why not? All right. And audio is good. Awesome. Thank you so much, DGC. Best boy Kaku making the recording longer. Indeed. But yes, last time we managed to get into I forget the name of the city. The actual name of the city, other than just City of Final Pleasures. But we got in here, can finally see what it's all about, see how the Eulmore, that's it, and see what awaits us in this Dome of Pleasure, I guess we're going to go with. See what we're in for. So let's go ahead and talk to everybody and see what we got. Let's talk to Alphino to start out with. Hey, Absolute. Good news is I can catch the stream. Bad news is because I'm too sick to do my normal thing. Amy's feeling that. She's not feeling too well either, but she's at least able to play, so that's always good. What's that? Yeah, she was definitely she is definitely doing better than yesterday. She was much worse shape, so she's actually able to play this time. So let's see, free to sightsee. Now you've the up. What's that? Unfortunately, because we don't have the what's the best way for Amy to get in?
I'm just kidding.
Okay, because you're like right there, I thought. Oh, I see. Yeah, since we can't activate the thing, Amy has to take sort of the long way around since she's in another server. So actually, Sayo, if you could give Amy a bit of a direction, she should be coming into Eulmore store. Okay. Never mind then.
I didn't know how you got there so fast.
I logged out in here, but you couldn't do that since you're in another server. Yeah. All right. Anyway, let's get this thing on this show on the road, and thank you everybody for joining me. I saw all the hellos from Lass, Ryan. Thank you so much. Absolute, DGC, GCM, Boost Carry Helicopter, Alpha. Everybody here. Really do appreciate it. And Alpha says, I'm off to find Belle. Charges away. Oh, awesome. That's awesome. And Oni Link, of course. So, yeah, let's do it. Now you've the opportunity to experience Eulmore. I suggest you make the most of it. Explore the city, top to bottom. In other words, I would start with the canopy and go from there. Try wandering around the market stalls mayhap. Such places are usually filled with colorful characters, only too eager to share local gossip with a friendly visitor. I would appreciate it, of course, if you could share any discoveries with me in turn. We should both learn as much as possible about our new place of residence. Oh boy, what are we going to discover? If only we could have actually, synced with that crystal. Oh, hello there. A fresh register, are we? You seem a little lost. Well, 'tis lovely to make your acquaintance. Speaking of your acquaintances, you wouldn't happen to have run into my attendant on your wanderings, would you? Big strong lad, long hair, tied back? He was escorting me on a shopping errand when I realized I'd dropped my handkerchief, and now I've been waiting here all alone while he's been off searching for it. I'm not terribly fond of being alone. If you do see him, I would be obliged if you could pass on this message. Forget the silly handkerchief and return to my side at once. Okay. Hey, there's Belle. We'll cheer on Saya there for finding her. I haven't actually find this attendant. Oh boy. Well. I'm out of range already. Oh wait, there he is. I just turned the wrong direction. Is he off the side? Oh my god, he is hanging off the side. What the hell? Wicked white, that was too close. Thank you, friend. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come along. I was trying to rescue my lady's handkerchief, you see. The wind must have blown it over the edge, but luckily it caught onto something. I thought if I could just stretch out far enough... You risked your life for a scrap of cloth? It's not just a scrap of cloth, not if it belongs to her. I would risk my life and more to spare my mistress but a single moment of sadness. When I first came to Eulmore, I thought only of improving my lot in life. But there was so much more to this city than wealth and plenty. There's no war here, no conflict. The residents all treat each other with warmth and respect. My mistress has been ever so kind to me, and I can think of no other place in Kalusia where I could possibly be happier. Sorry, I might have gotten a bit carried away. I find it hard to stop when I start counting my blessings these days. Please, you should come with me to meet my lady. Once she hears of your deed, you'll be witness to her generosity firsthand. Uh-huh. What? Lonely, you say? Curse my clumsy feet! I must return to her immediately. Okay, then. Let's get Larai in here, too. How's it going, Lon Lon? Ha! Light party. Shouldn't we be a dark party now? My Warrior of Light runs off, runs back. Alpha, no, I found a strip club. Runs off again. What the heck? My attendant told me everything. I am so very grateful you were there to offer your assistance. You value him highly, then. As if he were a member of my own family, I could not live the wonderful life I lead without him. We free citizens owe the bonded our unending gratitude. Mayhap in another society our different standing would breed prejudice or resentment, but in Eulmore a most glorious measure is in place to avert such unpleasantness. Part of that measure requires that the free surrender their fortunes. Upon registration, all of our property, financial, intellectual, or otherwise, is given over to the city. In exchange, we are provided with ample funds and commodities to live a life of pampered luxuries. Being liberated from the concern of earning coin has a almost miraculous effect on people's outlook. There are no rivals to compete against, only fellow residents with whom to enjoy our tranquil existence. Hey, Gregster! Now, if you'll excuse us, I must see what the markets have to offer as a reward for the return of my handkerchief. Oh, and I've not forgotten you, of course, our courageous messenger turned rescuer. Interesting policy. All this talk of relying on the bond, and I haven't given a thought as to what your duties might be. I hope I haven't interrupted your work unduly. A tour of the city, is it? Then you really must visit the beehive. It's always buzzing with activity. Local humor. Anyway, a lady by the name of Tista B usually has her seat near the entrance. She will gladly speak with you on any number of topics, assuming you find yourself on her good side. Are we getting our own version of the Honeybee Inn? I don't know if we'll get a dance number like in 7 Remake, though. I'm assuming this is the way we need to go. I'm just sort of following. I should probably open up the hole. No, it seems like it's working out. Yeah, there it is. Well, we might be getting close to the Honeybee Inn. Well, I'm going to talk to the locals. I need you to fetch my honeybee. Which honeybee? Don't be daft. The only person here is as attractive as me, of course. Oh, this guy knows Triple Triad. Mass doesn't do much for me. Go on, take a little turn up on stage. This is the Beehive. If you're not drinking, you should be dancing. Oh, Amy's up on stage. Actually, I forget the... Yeah. It's been so long.
Or M-Dance. You can do /M-Dance in the chat if you want.
There it is. This'll get them all hot and bothered. They walk up on something awkward. You know, just a dance show with a lot of poles. You know, innocent stuff like that. What's Tista B have for us? Welcome to the Beehive, my little drone. Seeking the sting of excitement to liven up your day. I can tell at a glance when folks are when folk are new to our happy colony. It's the nervous fluttering, you see. Always gives them away. Why don't we play some cards to set you at ease, eh? A quick game of high or low. It's simply a matter of guessing who has the bigger hand. If you win, I will grant you a single favor. Within reason, of course. Interested? Alright, let's play. Hey, Super Paper Pokemon. 3 cards for you, 3 cards for me. You flip one of yours over and I flip 2 of mine. Well, I told her to be higher or lower. Well, she just revealed an 8. So I'm going to go with...
She did an 8 for me too. This is not
going to go low. Hers adds up to 19, and I have 16. I win.
I won.
Nice. Did you go low? Oh, we did have different numbers. Congratulations, your guess was right. Usually I can see defeat at this point, but what do you say to a rematch? One more win, and then we'll talk about that favor. Oh, of course. What's that? Maybe
it's rigged so you win.
Maybe. Kind of doubt it, though. But maybe. Ooh. This is a lot tougher. She revealed a 4 and a 3, and I revealed a 2. I'm going to say hi.
15-7, I lost.
Oh no! I revealed a 1! There's no way I'm going to beat her unless I get a 10, and that's not happening. 11. Dang it. Did not expect to get a 1 as well. A 1 and a 2. Let's play again. Mario Maker update with Wonders and extra style. That'd be fun, but I kind of doubt it's going to happen. I'm going to go low this time since she revealed an 8. Yeah, that worked out. There we go. Ooh, that Alpha Line playing Codename Steam. That's such a good game. Well, well, would you look at that? I think you've got a knack for this newcomer. Congratulations, victory is yours, as is the prize I promised. Come whisper in my ear then, and don't be shy. Tell old Tista what she can do for you. That's all? How delightfully wholesome. But if knowledge is what you want, then that is what you shall have. In my humble estimation, the most wondrous thing about this town is how safe we are from the Sin Eaters. They say Lord Vothri was born with the power to command them, which means no Eulmoran will need ever raise a weapon in defense of the city. Was that the kind of thing you wish to know? As if your itch still needs scratching, you might get a few words out of Atharn over there. There's not that Mary Sot likes more than the sound of his own voice. Hey, Rusty. What's that? New to Eulmore, you say? Gah, only just arrived and you're already out looking to peel away the layers of mystery. Oh, I'm all for chatting, but you need to slow down and enjoy life, my friend. I'll tell you what, you hop on stage and give us a dance first, and then we'll have our little talk. I'm guessing we just need to dance. Although, it's saying to go up high. Oh, we have to go. There's a specific spot we have to go to, Amy. Are we going to pole dance? Are we going to pole dance? Oh, I'll maybe try dancing there. I thought we could click it, but I think you just dance on it. So you... Okay, that worked. Now that was a show. You're welcome to clamber up on stage anytime you like. So what was it you wanted to ask me? Ah, yes, something about our fair city. Well, I can tell you it wasn't always so peaceful as it is today. The Eulmoran army may be the very essence of military might, but even our forces saw grievous losses in the war against the Sin Eaters. Things changed for us around 20 years ago now, when the old ruler's son came to power. He got this way with the Eaters, you see, turned them docile as house cats. I wouldn't be exaggerating to say they've become something of an ally to Eulmore, no longer an enemy to be feared. And yet elsewhere there are still fools who insist on fighting their losing battles. Pah! A toast to Lord Vothri. What statue are you at? Oh, here you are. Uh-huh. Oh. Amy had it angled like this, so you can see it's a Elvon woman.
Elf in this world.
Oh yeah, elf woman. I believe this way. Oh, you've returned from your jaunt around the city so soon. You needn't have hurried back. Young Alphino has yet to put brush to canvas. Run cannot rush good art, I'm told. Or good artists, apparently. Ah, finally. Oh, is this how Alphino gets his new outfit? Dang! That's his best one yet. I've put together an ensemble out of the garments you chose. Is this satisfactory? Oh, goodness gracious me, that last outfit was precious, but this makes you look positively dashing. You truly are a handsome boy, however am I to decide? I don't recall this part of the artistic process. Driffino. That's his best look by far. Exactly. The lad is an artist, dearest, not a dress-up doll. It's about time we set him to work for the reason we called him here. Must we? I do love a good painting, but I thought since we were enjoying ourselves so thoroughly... Well, that is to say, as long as you... just make sure you give the lad time to prepare. We know who will be upset if he's not ready to paint at a moment's notice. Whatever you say, darling. So, shall we pick out some jewelry next? I gotta say, that's a good look for Alphino. I'm trying to remember what he looked... Did he change clothes for...
Yeah.
Stormblood? I can't remember. Man, I have to look at all his looks. I know a few did, but I can't remember if he did. He did not in Stormblood. Okay, I thought not. I think the last time he changed clothes might have been Heavensward. Lady Chai has a very particular sense of beauty, and apparently that extends to how I should dress whilst painting. But this obsession of hers works in our favor. The time I spend indulging these distractions is time you can use to continue your explorations. For this excursion, I'd like you to delve into the layer below us and sniff about the military headquarters. I'm sure the understory has its own tale to tell. Alphino providing the distraction. Down we go. What do you think of his look, Amy?
Yeah.
She likes it too. Oh, Ethernet shard. Can we... Okay, we can attune to that. Nutsy?
Yeah, there's a guy over here called Nutsy.
Oh.
I think of Robin Hood, the Disney animated.
Oh, I see. Yes, I believe there was a... Yeah, Nutsy. He was one of the buzzards. It took me a while to remember this. I remember that. No. There's buzzards. The buzzards were the guards at the very end. Sob sniff. You're one of the bonded, aren't you? Like me? Please, I need your help. My throat, I can't sing anymore. I've been making excuses, but it's just not going to get any better. If my patron thinks I'm of no use to him, then... I need you to sneak out to the derelicts and describe my condition to Thorich. Here's a list of symptoms and a hunk of meal to pay for his medicines. Please, I have no one else to turn to. Oh, not feeling well. Mm-hmm. Maybe you can try this remedy we're about to get. I know, right? Hey, Caldeo, thank you very much for the tier 1 subscription. 37 months now. Holy crap. Thank you so much. Did we? I think outside. I don't know where. Let me actually take a look here. We got to go to night soil pots. It's outside. Okay. We couldn't use the Ethernet shard. No, I don't think so. I just tried to. Oh, wait. Oh. Whoops. Oh, we couldn't have gotten to that destination. Oh, well. We're figuring out the city. Oh, wait. That's not the right way. Thank you. At least we know to use this one. Hee, you need medicines, tonics, potions? A cure for an ailing voice, is it? No, medicine will cure this. Methinks your songbird has a lump in her throat. It must be cut out, excised. No medicine will cure this. It must be cut out, excised, and even then the voice may never heal completely. Poor little songbird. Will they kick her from the nest, I wonder? Or simply silence her chirps? Your face, you didn't know? Of the many hopefuls who enter the city, very few are ever seen to leave, even as corpses. Oh, you might see one or two fortunate fools hurled from the balconies, but the rest, gone. A town of nightmares it is. Not for this ship's rat, oh no. I am content to scurry around down here and nibble on the crumbs which fall from the table. This consultation is over. You have my verdict, and I have my meal. Good day. Yeesh. Uh-huh. Actually, I'm going to go to the southeast derelicts over here. Because there's another... What's that? Oh, do I need to let her in? Oh, you're getting her. What is the amazing digital circus? Whoops. Oh, it's an animation pilot on YouTube. You might want to come over here to the other thing if you want. Just a tune. We're just waiting, but yeah. So, the guy who got thrown off the balcony got it easy, it sounds like. Sheesh. I have no idea what digital circus is. Eulmore is a great place. How could you not love it? Did you get my medicine? So that's it. What am I to do if I can't sing? Ah, there you are, my sweet canary. Have you been crying again? Don't tell me your voice is still not on the mend. Oh, generous sir, have mercy. I've done all I can, but even the apothecary said... So you've been suffering all this time. I am sorry, my pet. I hadn't realized your affliction was this grave, but you needn't fret. I'll not reward your hours of trilling by casting you out into the street. You are too kind, sir. But what use am I if I cannot sing? I fear the day I become more burden to you than treasure. Then I shall have a word with Lord Valthry and arrange for your ascension. In that paradise where resides neither pain nor illness will your song ring out clearly once again. Or mayhap you think it a step too far. No, you would do that for me? Of course. I've been suspecting ever since we heard about the meal. I wonder if the meal is made out of the people. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't know, but that's my suspicion with this sort of thing. Of course. Why would I almost wish to hasten my own accession knowing your blessed instrument is waiting there to greet me? Sounds too good to be true.
I asked about the ascension, and he's explaining.
Did he say, you must be a new arrival? Okay. To harbor such doubts, allow me to allay your suspicions. As all know, the Sin Eaters exist to devour the sinful, but also do they serve to gather the souls of the innocent and shepherd them unto celestial paradise. It is through Lord Valthry that we learn this truth. It is through Lord Valthry's grace that the free people of Eulmore are destined to embrace salvation. Excuse me. We are blessed to spend our days surrounded by love and merriment until at last we are called to our final rapture. Even the bonded may find a place within that host, should their patrons deem them worthy. Lord Valthry truly is a great man. Well, I think we just have an explanation. Okay, it's not cannibalism. I think we are having sacrifices so we can keep the Sin Eaters at bay. So, less bad? Maybe? Lord Valthry truly is a great man, isn't he? Now, if you'll excuse us, we must be on our way. May you find eternal salvation for the compassion you have shown my precious canary. I wonder if she'll put on the play I Want to Be Your Canary. That's from Final Fantasy IX, Amy. Okay, I think we're either dealing with sacrifices or cannibals. Or accidental cannibalism. Either way, I do not trust Valthry whatsoever. Yeah. And maybe my guesses are wrong. Yes, the meal was described as tasting like a bakery smells, but... What's up? Oh yeah, he is drawing. Honestly, that's pretty good.
That's good. Remember when he drew the other things?
That's right.
I put his paintings up in
'Tis good to see you back. You were taking so long I began to worry something had happened. I've begun sketching an outline for the portrait, but nay, the chais appear otherwise occupied. Will you share what your investigations have gleaned thus far? So, Lord Vothry boasts some manner of influence over the Sin Eaters, does he? That would explain the reverence in which he is held by the citizenry. As for this ascension business, I cannot help but be put in mind of that apothecary and his ominous remarks. If so many folk have entered the city over the years, then where do they go? Yeah, okay, they're being fed to the Sin Eaters. Emergent Splendor. I take my eye off you for one moment and you're chattering away with that assistant of yours. Am I to assume the outline is done then? What in the blazes? It's so unflattering. Explain yourself, Alphino. Where is your artistic interpretation? It should evoke images of affluence and nobility and overwhelm the viewer with its boundless beauty. Lord Chai, you stated that this portrait was to commemorate your anniversary. Yours being a joyous union, it seemed to me that a realistic portrayal... Realistic? I don't want realism, I want perfection. A spectacle to slacken jaws and weaken knees, to make people cry out in amazement. Now fetch a blank canvas and... Ooh, Ogre Pond. Hope you're enjoying Mario Wonder. I say, did that come from above? Oh boy. These two are back. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. A tale to make you quiver and your noble blood freeze. There was a villain on the loose set to ruin our fair city. But our Lord has got him now, and his fate will not be pretty. Yes, the hammer of justice is poised to come crashing down, and one and all who watch it fall are invited to join his lordship in the offer. A malcontent, how dreadful. And this man is to face sentencing? That's right. In fact, if you're curious, it might be worth you going along for the experience. The offer they mentioned is part of the Emergent, the level above us where Lord Vothry resides. Ordinarily, you would be barred from entering, but it seems that they'll be opening its doors for the next little while. The Crown Lift will take you up there. We had better not dawdle then. Oh yeah. World 2 special stage, yeah, that definitely took me a while.
Oh gosh.
Oh boy, Amy's already into some stuff.
Ew.
Oh boy, Amy's seeing something happen.
I'm waiting for it now, but all I gotta say is ew.
Oh boy.
I just saw roll 3.
Oh, Amy's met Vothry. That's Vothry?
That's him. That's Vothry.
What the hell? How did he become like that? Hello, Dionysus. What? Okay, hello, random sin eaters.
By sin eaters. But how does he keep them from attacking? Mercy! Mercy!
Getting some wild models. Oh geez, actual blood. Wait, isn't this guy we saw before?
Kaishia, what happened to you?
Who are these impudent louts? I do not recall requesting their presence.
Lord Vortri, what is the meaning of this? Why is this poor man bleeding to death on your floor?
Why? You ask me why? Because criminals must be punished. And this man is guilty of fraud. He came to us, claiming to be a man of business. Yet his subsequent conduct has shown him to be anything but. Eulmore is a city built on love for one's fellow man.
Like this guy.
Those who have naught to give and live only to take are a blight upon our society.
Yeah.
To atone for this crime, I ordered that he fling himself from the balcony. And he had the temerity to weep. Please, my lord, anything but that. What then is a man of mercy to do? But offer the sinner another way to show his contrition.
Sheesh.
Another way? Meaning what exactly?
Sin eaters are part of Eulmore's society, but they must be fed with ether. Living ether. So, I demanded an offering of flesh, carved by his own hand, from his own hide. And still, he could not do as I asked.
Oh, this guy needs to go.
Unsatisfactory performance.
Tis true that Kaishia won his place here by fraud, but his actions were driven only by a desire to share in your paradise. That you would cast him out, I could almost accept. But to humiliate him thus, to demand his very life? Is this truly the way of Eulmore?
Oh, you dim, deluded child. Have you ever paused to consider what it takes to maintain such a paradise in this barren, broken world of ours?
What thing?
That thing, like, in the face.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
The
Oh,
guarantee
yeah.
of safety and stability. The knowledge that if one only abides by the rules, one has naught to fear.
Is he a Sin Eater too?
offer these things.
Or merged with
I
one?
alone can command the Sin Eaters. And thus am I alone the voice of justice, and any who oppose me, villains to be punished.
Oh, we're ready to take him down.
People call this paradise.
You were granted a place in my city for a particular skill. What was it?
Painting.
Oh, an artiste! Then you shall paint a picture for me of Eulmore. If I find your art pleasing, then I may excuse this display of insolence. Who gave you permission to tend to that criminal's wounds? I told you to paint me a picture!
What you need is a mirror, not a painting. It will capture the horror I see before me far better than I ever could.
He is really becoming Alisaie, as people are saying in the chat.
Did that little worm just insult me?
Oh my god, he's standing up.
I'll kill them! I'll kill them all! I'll enslave their minds! I'll torment them! Torture them!
Big baby.
Out their hearts!
Oh boy. What the heck is Solus doing here? Jeez. Forgive me. In my anger, I seem to have marched us back outside again, though it is probably best we leave the island altogether. I believe we've worn out our welcome in Eulmore. In any case, I've seen enough of the world's self-proclaimed capital city to convince me that our battle against the Sin Eaters will find few allies in Calusia. Hey, Max and Lee. I will accompany you back to the Crystarium. We need to regroup and think on our strategy anew. Kaisher, I have done you a grave disservice. You were hungry and desperate, and I offered you a solution without once considering the risks inherent in you accepting it. If I had but known the price you would be made to pay. You gave me everything I needed to make your idea work. It was me who made a mess of things, not you. But even after all the trouble I caused, you still stepped in and saved me. And now Lord Vothri wants us all dead. Why not come back to us to the Crystarium? I am certain we can find work for you there, if you are willing. No, that would just be me leaning on your kindness again. I need to do some thinking, learn how to stand on my own 2 feet. Very well, but you must promise you'll be careful. The Eulmorans may yet come looking for us. I'll keep my head down, don't worry. And you take care too. Give me the chance to repay what you've done for me. Alphino. Oh, Lord and Lady Chai. What in the blazes did you do? They have the entire city looking for you. I took a peek at your unfinished portrait, Alphino. Now I've had many a beautiful and striking picture painted for me, but there was something about your work. It was as if you had caught the very essence of our love and rendered it naked upon the canvas. It was bold, unflinching, and I adored it. Please, you must come back with us and finish what you began. I will speak with Lord Vothri and vouch for your character. I'm sure we can smooth over any hard feelings. I am sorry, Lady Chai. There are more important matters to which I must attend. More important? What could be more important than enjoying the days we have left to us to the fullest? Pray press me no further. We are leaving. But I would not presume to take the garments you were so kind to procure for me. One moment. I wouldn't hear of it. Keep the clothes, you silly boy. I insist. And I shall make arrangements so that you can pass through the gate without causing a stir. I expect you to come and visit. I will return. I promise you that. The outrage I witnessed must not go unanswered. The next time we meet, I shall be better prepared to confront the corruption which hides behind the glittering facade. How did she end this? I did not expect this woman to be actually kind of lovable. Are you already headed over there, Amy? Oh, it does? I was going to say about us riding together. Oh, wow. Amy and Alpha is already back at the Crystarium. It doesn't. It tells me to go to talk to Alphino here. Oh, see, I haven't gone. Oh, transport is still tied. I need to use my transport. Oh, come on. I was just about to... I forgot that you can teleport. I don't know why I'm so bad at that. Oh, Oni Link, I am far behind on Beast Tribe quests. There we go. There's Alphino. Thank you, my friend, for staying at my side through this whole sordid endeavor. Whilst not quite the joyous outcome I had hoped for, our efforts have nevertheless answered a great many questions. Suffice it to say, our plans for saving the First are unlikely to involve the aided Lord Vothri and his subjects. Come, we must speak with the Exarch and chart a new course. This is far from over. The music's sounding weird to you, Geeky Griffin? I'm not sure why. I shouldn't. Make sure. No double input. Oh, Jaden Buck, thank you very much for the Tier 1 subscription. Ooh, there's some plus quests available here. Nuts to You and Sights of the First. That's what those are all about. I'll go up and get her. We just talk to this. And I'll go get her. Oh, Sights of the First is the sightseeing logs, of course. I'm bad at those. I'll be right back. I gotta go get Kiko in. Yeah, that's why you don't want to leave. She wants to lose the cat. I wonder if Kiko will get jealous and try to jump up instead. That's to use the hunt board. Okay, so nothing major. It is good to be back amongst friends. In such company I can finally turn my thoughts to the future. But ere we discuss all we have learned and begin planning our next step, I think it best that you visit Alisaie. Her familiarity with Alma Ring will no doubt provide us with invaluable insight. And besides, I know she is eager to see you as I was. Bring a smile to her face, Milan.
Oh, whoa.
Did she jump?
Jumped right on Callie.
I wondered if she would do that. Kiko got jealous and jumped right on the cat.
Are you okay?
Competition between pets for Amy's love.
She doesn't want me to pick her up.
Callie's having none of it. Kiko's like, you're mine.
She just licked where she did. Kiko, how could you?
Kiko just went right where Callie was. Wow. I told you she got jealous. I told you. It's war then. Look at her laying down like that. Wow. Well, there you go. Alright, let's go in search of Alisaie. She impressed upon me how regrettable the timing of her summoning was, repeatedly. I only hope that my part in sending you to her will garner me some measure of forgiveness. Here, this is a letter of introduction addressed to a man named Cassard, the master of a merchant caravan. There are few who know the ways of the desert as well as he does. Find him in the Amaro launch, and he will see that you reach your destination.
Cut the dog.
Kalusia has its own charm, but Amarang, the Holy Carp, does that have its own leave impression? It's a standoff. It is absolutely a standoff between these two. Look at Kiko. She's like ready to.
She's trying to get my hand off of her. She's nudging my hand away from Callie.
These pets are, yeah. If you come looking for work, I might have a spot for another guard. Oh, a friend of the Exarch. Hoping to meet someone in Amarang, are you? Then I shall be your guide. I was about to set off for our outpost there, as a matter of fact, so we can leave right away, assuming you have everything you need. All set, then off to the unforgiving sands we go. People were saying that the music here is really good. Long line clip, the pet moment.
Arang. From this parched earth, the nation of Nabath, Arang once rose. When I journeyed here, long ago, I spoke with a sun-weathered elder. He told me Armarang meant majestic land in the language of his people.
Very chill music.
And so it might still be, were it not for the light's unrelenting onslaught.
This is great.
So this is our Alda. Yeah, that music, yeah. Alternate. This is great. This is really chill. No matter how many times I come here, the cold never fails to catch me off guard. The sky might be as bright as in the scorching hours of day, but it gets brisk enough to make you shiver. Now, the Exarch's letter said I was to take you to the inn at Journey's Head, which is where this Alisaie friend of yours is staying. But that's a fair old distance, so I propose we make a stop in Mord Souk to break up the trek, allowing me to attend to some business and you to enjoy the local hospitality. Sound good? Good. Alright, you lot, I'm off, and I'd better not see the goods covered in sand when I get back. Eastern and Southern Thanalan, okay. Alright, time to head southwest. What the heck? Oh.
That was hilarious.
A bear threw a present at us. Sure.
That's Lillera.
Yeah, I know.
That was so funny.
Oh my god. And now it's flying above us.
I love that mount.
Gigantotender. Oh my god. That mount is pretty great. I'm sure it's probably a limited event type thing. Stop here a moment. This is your first visit to Almarang, is it not? Before you cross the River of Sand, you need to turn around and feast your eyes on that.
This place makes me think of Gerudo Valley from Ocarina of Time.
Kinda, yeah. Especially with the small bridge.
Yeah.
They built them big, didn't they? That's Castle Sharl, a fortress meant to protect the northern reaches of Nabrath Arang. Seeing what was left behind, I believe it when they say it was once one of Norvrant's mightiest nations. At least until the flood came along. Great chunks of Nabrath Arang's lands were lost to the light, its great city included. The few who survived didn't see much point in staying. Most of them, anyway. No, not many choose to come here these days, not with everything in ruins. Even that hulking great fortress has become little more than an Amaro roost for me and my caravan. But not everywhere is deserted as this place. Just wait until you see Mordsuk. Let's press on, shall we? I know, I'm so used to you not waiting for me that I just automatically did it without. This is based on Camp Drybone. Your weird giraffe. Here we are, Mordsuk, and blessed by the blessed shadow, I love this town. Mordsuk, not just full of Mord, but Humes and all manner of others too. It has long been a refuge for folk displaced by the flood, so the population is nothing if not diverse. Oh, have you met a Mord before? They might look like shifty little blighters, but a more welcoming lot that you could never wish to meet. Speaking of which, we should pay our respects to Master Gengen. I'll go ahead and let him know we've arrived. Oh, are these the, No, the, goblins.
Oh.
Yeah, I think akin to the goblins. Since there was no seventh calamity here, the gorge is tiny compared to this one on the source. The bridge is not tiny as well. Oh, okay. Gotta love this alternate history. Go on, introduce yourself to Master Gengen. Ugly little things. That's right, not goblin, kobold. That's a kobold.
Master Gengen, this is the friend of the Exarch I was telling you about.
One of the beast tribes, time
Very
stage.
good. Though friend or no, all are welcome in Mordsuk.
Not expecting
Souk
that's
is
how he'd sound
Mordish
like.
for city. As things stand, this souk boasts the largest and busiest marketplace in all Armorang. You'll find ore from the mines here, of course.
I
but
think they
all
do,
manner
yeah.
of other things too.
Just not
Many of
often.
them rare. As I told you before, not many visit Armorang by choice, but Mordsuk's a different story. Merchants come from realms around to purchase the relics the Mord dig up.
why that they do. For Maud do not dismiss the spoils of the earth. We clean them and polish them and reveal to the world their true value.
The butler.
Say again?
That guy, the butler from Clue movie, Tim.
Oh, Tim Curry?
Yeah, the voice kind of.
Oh,
Not
okay.
the cop.
Okay, for some reason the voice of Gen Gen here reminds
No, not
Amy of...
Gingan, the other guy.
Oh, okay, now that I get. That, yeah. Cassard or whatever. Cassard apparently sounds like Tim Curry to Amy, which, not wrong.
Like, not his normal voice, but like a voice actor voice he would do.
Yeah.
That is why they come here. Come from far away. Come with much money. And so our souk is always busy, busy, busy. No such thing as a thing no one needs.
You say that every time, Master Gengen. Some sort of family motto, wasn't it?
Yeah, I can hear it now that you say it.
Or perhaps a Maud philosophy, for which we should all be very grateful. Would that everyone was so willing to take in refugees regardless of race or creed. Now then, if you intend to spend any time here, you'll want to gain the trust of the locals. And there's a little custom all newcomers are expected to observe.
The cracking of the coin purse. You buy one thing from the market. Price can be low or high, just as long as you buy.
As the good Maud says. In fact, the exile
As the
sent a
good
little
Maud
something to
says.
cover this very expense. A Verbert gold
Praise the
piece, no
Maud.
less. The first I've held in years.
Real Verbert gold?
Oh my god.
Here, newcomer, crack your coin purse with me.
Oh no, you want my goods, newcomer. I have jars and pots all smooth and shiny.
Over here! Come and look.
You buy, you buy.
Wow. It's good money there, Boosker Helicopter.
Calm, I say. This one must still journey through the barrens. Nothing bulky, nothing heavy, no pots. Nothing better for the road than a
We have different kind of pot.
Spend that piece at Rondon's
Eric.
place, yes. Eat for 3 before you leave.
A full Verpetite honor seems a bit rich for buying a dented pan or bowl of worms. Did the Exarch lose to you at cards or something?
Oh my gosh, I got time such says like catnip, but Nicotinip.
You have Maconip, yes. Run around shop is best for eating. Crack open your coin purse and gorge on delicious delicacies. Welcome to Ronron's Traveler. I have wares to empty your purse and fill your belly. Take your time, stare and sniff before you choose, but no drooling on the merchandise, yes? Oh, interesting. Oh, here we go. Okay, so we've got worms, bread, meat, skewers.
Just so you know.
Oh, I thought I had to pick each one. Whoops. Everyone's favorite, plump white worms slathered in honey. Once you eat a glazed wriggler, you'll never want any other treat. Oh yeah, we can eat Ron. Oh, not even for a Verbert. I call that mush loaf. The middle is stuffed with bittersweet cactus fruits, so even if the bread dries out, it's still moist inside. Keeps you going in the heat. That is my ever-burning bounty, made with the best parts of the lizard, cured with special spicy spices. Some find the smell challenging, but it'll warm you up on chilly desert nights. Oh, you'll like those. Chewy skewers. Find small frogs hiding under rocks, spear with a stick, then roast over fire. Crackly on the outside, gooey on the inside. Perfect for snacking. Blah. Blah.
I wonder if there's a right or wrong answer, because I'm picking the mush loaf.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to pick. They all look tasty, yes? Which to choose? Which to choose? Alright, since Amy's going with the mush loaf, what do you think? What should we try?
So he says, very wise, won't wither on the sands with a gut full of cactus fruit filling. Yeah, gold.
Lonza says fancy a ribbit.
I got 40 loaves of bread with this.
40 loaves of bread, huh? Well, you know what? I don't want to eat worms, but the meat's too common. So we'll go, yeah.
Don't get the skewers. That's barely anything.
And that,
It's for a snack.
then I'll get the ever-burning bounty.
Or actually, you can get the skewer because I apparently want to eat it all in one go and I can't. So
Oh,
you can go with whatever you want.
okay. Yeah, let's see what the frog skewer is all about. Although, for the record, I would choose the mush loaf as well. Chewy, a quick, easy meal to carry you across the desert. You have the gold? And done. Word Verbertite honor buys you 65 skewers. So the mush loaf costs more than the skewers. Oh, you hear the crunching.
Ew. Mine just sound like regular chewing.
Oh, there was crunching. Oh, Amy, look at me. Oh, you're like that too.
That's what I said. My character was trying to eat them all. But I can share, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna... Wait, are you gonna share?
I'm gonna share.
I will eat every last mouthful.
Our visitor invites us to feast. Let's give thanks for her generosity and small appetite.
What an appetite! What a belly! A new legend is born in Mordsuk. People are cheering me on. Consider your coin purse cracked. I am pleased to accept your custom, and Gengen will be pleased that you honored ours.
Mine almost threw up. My character.
Oh, really? Mine was just passed out.
And I shared it too.
Keeping the merchandise down, yes. No returns. That motorcycle cracks me up. It's such a classic, like, regular motorcycle. I was watching from here, Milan. You honored our custom and with great relish. No, we didn't get any relish with that. You will always be welcome in Mordsuk. If you need anything in Amarang, we are here to provide. It's funny. Mary warned us about this place, but I find it funnier so far than Alpha knows.
I haven't started.
Yeah. Ah, you have courage, my friend. Ronron's wares are more exotic than harmful, but I don't envy you the bellyache you'll have on the morrow. Right, now that you've eaten, I expect you're eager to get back on the road. Would you mind if we delayed our departure a touch? I have a few deals left to close before I can conclude my business here in Mordsuk. Oh, offering your services, are you? Aye, well, an assistant would certainly help hurry things along. I have a receipt here for some goods that need picking up from the market. All properly paid for. You just need to do the lifting and carrying. I'll go and take care of some last-minute haggling then. See you in a bit. Let's see. Need a table cactus from Thon, iron ore from Thol. The bathroom antiques from Mill. So we don't need, even though we have that cured leather over there, we don't need it. Who am I looking for again? Thonthon, Tholthol, and Momol. Ah, here we go. Here's Mill. Of all the things we trade here in Mordsuk, nothing is more important than water. Good for drinking, good for footbaths. Footbath first, drink later. What the heck? Yep. Hands off. The water is for Mill's footbath, unless you have coin or barter. Oh, you work for Cassard? Mole has his antiques all boxed up and ready for transport. Alright, where's Mole? Where are we going here? Oh, wait. There's Mole. And there's Tom. Oh, no. Thonton. You came in with Cassard. Yes? Good. I can finally stop thinking about that sack. Please take your prickly purchase. And here's Tiltil. No, I need Thal Tall, not Tiltil. Jeez. These names. Hey, no touching. That merchandise is spoken for. You couldn't possibly change my mind with a better offer. What? Cassard sent you? Why didn't you say so? I wouldn't dream of selling his goods to a higher bidder. Oh, no. The Bath of Ring relics, wasn't it? All packed in that box there. Handle with care. We're looking for Thal Tall. Tholtol. It's not in some shady back alley deal, is he? There's Zen. That's out of the ring.
Not behind.
There's a guard. Heck of a merchant if he doesn't even show where he's actually supposed to be at. What the heck? Oh yeah, I might have found him, Amy. There he is. He's near the mollycoddled Moor quest. If you look at that on, if you can see that on.
I saw you running over there, so
Okay.
thank you.
Cassard sent you, did he? Right. Yes. What kind of ore was it again? Iron ore. Iron ore, of course. That would explain this box I have here. It's all yours. Oh yeah, I can actually use them out. Don't tell me you've been around the entire market already. Hey, we're efficient. Aye, that's the lot, all right. Good work. And quick work, too, considering you've not set foot in the place before. I thought you wanted to sit in a city like the Exarch, but something tells me you're not a stranger to visiting strange lands. Unfortunately, your efficiency presents something of a problem. I'd hoped to conclude all my business before you returned, but it seems there's been some confusion over one of the orders I placed. I'll have to drag in my middleman and sort this mess out. I'm sorry to make you sit around and twiddle your thumbs. Cassard? It feels like an age since I last saw you. Who do we have here? Well, it isn't the lovely Tesleen. It's been a while, but your timing couldn't be better. This gentleman was on his way to meet with Alisaie. I'm supposed to be taking him to your corner of the desert, but a misplaced order has commandeered my attention. Well, people like Tesleen, it seems. Tess waifu. Wait, I know who you are. Alisaie has told me so much about you. You're Milan, aren't you? I knew it! How wonderful to meet you in the flesh after hearing all those stories. I'm Tesleen. I work as a carer at the inn, and I've gotten to know Alisaie quite well since she took up guard duties there. Do you want me to take over as Milan's guide, Cassard? My shopping's all done and packed for the road, so it would be no trouble. That would be a great help, thank you. Well, looks like you'll be able to head straight out after all. My caravan and I will be in the area for a while yet. Seek me out when you've had your fill of Amarang, and I'll send you back to the Crystarium. She has my haircut, so I respect her. A desert crossing. Alisaie has been desperate to see you, Milan, so let's get you to her sooner rather than later. The inn isn't too hard to find, really. You can actually see the top of the rock spires from here. We just need to swing around the ridge and then head south. Come on, I'll get my supplies together and meet you outside. All set? Oh, I should probably mention the wildlife. While most of them will leave you be if you keep your distance, the local coyotes have learned to prey on folk heading home from the markets. I can usually swing a sword well enough to fend them off, but I may have loaded myself down with too many bargains today. Do you think you can handle any beasts that try to make a meal of us? I thought you might. Alisaie was always saying how much you... let's get going, shall we? Alisaie's been talking about us a lot. Poor coyote. Stood no chance. Sorry there wasn't much time to shout a warning. Were you bitten? Those things can be nasty. And yet hardly a match for you, it seems. I always thought Alisaie was strong, but in her mind, she was never... Now it makes sense. No, well, we should push on. It might be best if you scout ahead and clear out any coyotes that have our scent. I'll wait here so you can fight without any distractions. You're spreading holiday cheer now too, Amy? Interesting battle theme. I got my Phoenix out. And you got your bombs. Alisaie is our #1 fangirl, even more so if you're a red mage, as you apparently learned from the same guy. I do have the red mage class, but I have not talked to her while being a red mage. Oh. Whoops. What? What'd you say, Amy?
You aggro.
Yeah. Oh, thank goodness you're back. I could hear the howling and snarling from here. Frightful creatures. Let's hope the rest have seen your handiwork and know to avoid us now. I need to get these supplies back to the inn. A lot of queer fans strongly believe that Alisaie and Tesleen are either dating or on the verge of asking each other out. I don't know how widespread that belief is outside the queer fans, but it's basically accepted as fact among many of us. Oh, interesting. We shall see. See, that guy's just taking a shower. This is it. Thanks to you, I didn't have to drop my shopping even once. Come to think of it, I'm glad I didn't make the trip alone. It seems you ended up escorting me. I'll have to repay the favor somehow, but first, let's head inside, shall we? Sheesh. City has a rough. Welcome to the inn at Journey's Head. You might be our first visitor from the Crystarium since Alisaie arrived. It's not much, but it's home for the afflicted and a handful of carers. The afflicted?
I asked if it's contagious.
You don't know?
Contagious? Well, not as far as we know.
I don't think I've met anyone besides Alisaie who was so unfamiliar with our situation here. Most folk have grown up knowing someone who knew someone. I might have to leave. I might leave out something obvious, so it might be best to have Alisaie give you the full explanation. A lot of you really enjoying Wonder. I just reached World 5 today for
Would you put it
Wonder.
above Tears of the Kingdom, like Boo?
See, I haven't finished Tears of the Kingdom, so I'm not sure. I think I'd put Tears of the Kingdom higher, though, personally.
Do this first.
Oh, yeah. Good point. So says, Game of the Year for you is Baldur's Gate 3. I've heard that from a lot of people. I really want to try to finish Tears of the Kingdom and Final Fantasy XVI before the end of the year, before our best list. Oh, yeah, there's an Amaro keep over here to clear out. And I've not played Pikmin 4. I doubt Pikmin 4 would hit a Game of the Year for me. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't have it. I just have that feeling. Now, where is she? I think she might be out on patrol. You could wait, I suppose, but why not go and surprise her? She usually takes a look at things from the watchtower first, so you might be able to catch her there. It's not far. Head out to the south side and you'll soon see it. I'll stay behind in case she comes back while you're gone. What's that?
I'm just going to just look.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I already did that. Everybody talks about Baldur's Gate 3.
Wow, this is a cool view.
Yeah, it is. Holy crap.
Oh, so that's why it's crooked.
Why? Oh, yeah, the crystal coming up. God, it just looks like the skyline. How well does Baldur's Gate 3 run on PS5? Or did everybody play it on on PC? Oh, there's a thing over here, Amy.
It's called the Derek.
Oh, is it really? I was more concerned with the ether current. Pure crystallized light rather than ether crystal. Sheesh. Future Redeemed is very good. That's so funny. This place is called the Derrick. Runs really well on PS5 in your experience? Okay. Might have to look into that at some point. Alisaie is nowhere to be seen, but you spot fresh footprints on the ground and they look to be the right size. Waited so long to tell you this, Derek, but the place on the map is called The Derek. My name is actually the same as like an oil rig type thing. So you'll hear, like, if you look up Oil Derek, you'll see that sort of thing. That's all right. Sayo is taking care of him. And now I'm aggroing. So the inn that Little Journey's Head, where Teslina and Alisaie are stationed, is Little Alamigo. Oh, okay, that makes sense. What things are ugly?
Those things are fragrant.
Oh, the Gilman. They remind me of the mummies from Zelda. No, Gibdos. I'm actually kind of surprised we can't do any job quests yet. Okay, job quests look differently. I know I've heard they work differently. I just don't know when they pop up. Okay, role quests will unlock in due time.
Is Alisaie a thaumaturge?
No, she's a red mage.
Oh, red mage, that's it.
Get back here!
Is that... It can't be.
That's, yep, definitely red mage. Impressive.
Just a lesser sin eater. Nothing to write home about. I knew you'd turn up sooner or later, but I had been hoping for sooner.
Not a bad outfit.
How are you?
Oh wow, you're required to complete one series of role quests to beat Shadowbringers. Interesting.
We fought them to a standstill then. The Exarch did say that the Empire seemed to have drawn back when he last looked in on the source. But without knowing for sure how fast time was passing there, I couldn't help worrying that a lot might have happened since then. I'm heartily relieved to hear that it hasn't, just as Alphino must have been. As you can imagine, both he and Urianger were desperate to hear the news from home when I arrived. I haven't actually seen Thancred and Y'shtola yet, but they will have heard all the latest developments from the Exarch by now, or should have at least. When I think of how frantic Tataru and the others must be, I want nothing more than to rush back and reassure them.
A lot of suggestions for us getting all the role quests done, Amy. A lot of suggestions for us trying to do all the role quests. We'll try to do that. It's just tough to find that extra time, you know?
But we still haven't found a way to reverse the summoning. And even if we had, we couldn't just ignore Urianger's vision.
That would be like...
He may use 10 words where one
No,
was
no.
and they may often obscure as much as they
We have to
reveal.
have one physical DPS, one magical DPS, one healer, and one tank, all at level 70. I use 10 words where one would suffice.
But on this matter, he was as clear as day. I do not doubt for one moment that he saw what he claims. nor how difficult it must have been to speak about them. The 8th Umbral Calamity and your death aren't exactly topics for idle conversation. As much as I might want to go home, I don't want to go home to that. We can't allow the rejoining to happen, which means we have to save the first from the Sin Eaters. That great wall of white is a remnant of the flood. 100 years ago, the balance in the first tipped decisively in favor of light. From that moment, it rose and swelled with each passing day, and then, without warning, it burst forth like water from a broken dam. A colossal wave of pure light, drowning everything in its wake. Only Norvrant was spared. For the most part, living things are composed of ether of various different aspects, but when exposed to such a flood, their etheric harmony is shattered, and their natural form breaks down. Then they either perish, or are warped into mindless abominations.
The origin of Sin Eaters?
Yes, that's how the Sin Eaters came to be. They were once living creatures, or people, that were caught in the path of the flood. Once the change is wrought, there is no going back. In that instant, they are gripped by an insatiable appetite for ether, and will happily gorge themselves on any living thing within reach. But even that is not the worst of it. The stronger Sin Eaters can plant light in us, like seeds in soil, corrupting our ether and triggering the birth of new monstrosities. They are creatures of base instinct that exist only to feed and to multiply. They feel no pity, know no remorse, and are utterly deaf to reason. Which is why they must be destroyed. Every last one of them. The infirmary is full of the Sin Eaters' victims, left here to spend their final hours waiting for the change to overtake them.
Very interesting. It's just a matter of time, more for some, less for others. Those patients will all become monsters in the end. And to add insult to injury, the afflicted are feared, shunned, cast out of society, and exiled here to the edge of the world. The only good thing I have to say about this hellish place is that it has served me well as a training ground. Tesleen and the others have also been kind enough to share their knowledge of the Sin Eaters. Which is knowledge I can now share with you, while you help me finish my patrol, of course. Here's what we'll do. I'll take the east side of the inn and you clear out the west. That way you have an undiluted experience with the resident terrors. These marks on your map are where the usual trouble spots are. You can assume that any beast with a white hide or a carapace is a Sin Eater, but you'll know for sure soon enough when they come slavering after your ether. Remember, it's kill or be killed with these monsters. Once you've slain whatever's prowling around out there, we can rendezvous back at the north entrance. Good hunting. Yes. Go, my fat chocobo. We'll make good time. I got him waddle. Oh, it's around this way. Whoops. Given cowardice. Extra thick. don't know. I feel like both of our mounts actually make sense for this area, Amy. Yeah, I don't have the... I just have the actual music going on. And now I have the Ahriman. What's that? Yes. How did you fare? I thought there might be one or two lurking on the fringes. Nothing out of the ordinary for this area. I expect you noticed it yourself, but individually, these lesser sin eaters are no more deadly than any natural predator you might encounter in the desert. It's when they appear in numbers that they pose a threat. Much like the void scent, they have an unfortunate tendency to flock to the strongest of their kind. Thus, when a powerful sin eater goes on the hunt, it might be attended by a veritable swarm of weaker kin. Imagine an army of such creatures descending on a village or hamlet. That's the basic idea behind my patrols, to call their ranks often enough that their numbers won't be overwhelming when the big ones come out to play. And you've certainly helped on that front. Let's report our victories to Tesleen, shall we? Yes, the amount that for Yokai Watch. She has been telling you stories, has she? Oh gods. Alisaie tells me you helped out on a patrol. You have our thanks, and my apologies for leading you from one battle to another ever since the moment we met. In any case, I'm glad to see the two of you found each other. You have no idea how badly Alisaie has missed your company. Everything is always, if Milan were here, he would... That's an exaggeration, and I don't sound like that either. I was simply trying to view matters from another perspective, and I respect Milan's methods. Honestly, after seeing him in action, I can understand why. The way he leaps into the fray without hesitation, it really is something to behold. I might be a little smitten myself. I'm only teasing, though I have no doubt he deserves all the admiration he gets, just as you do. Really? The Yokai Watch event might come back? That'd be interesting. Purchase a fruit. I'd love to lay out a welcome mat, but the duties I put off when I went to the market are still waiting for me. There are 101 things that need doing. I'm sorry, but would you mind waiting here with Alisaie? What, and twiddle her thumbs while you work yourself to death? Surely there's something we can help you with. I could do with a hand, that's true. Thank you. You can start by helping me sort out the larder, Alisaie. While we do that, could you tend to a few patients, perhaps? There are 3 in particular meant to visit, and it's just a matter of saying a few words to them and seeing that their sin isn't caked in sand. Their names are Ponel, Todden, and Haurik. They may not give much in the way of response, but I promise they'll be pleased to meet someone new. Whoops. Clicked off. Haurik remains utterly still as you wipe the sand from his cheek. The texture of his skin has hardened into something akin to plaster. You've seen to the patients? How were they? Good. That's good. I knew they would enjoy meeting you. I am concerned about Halric, though. I'll have to speak with the other carers, but I think his time may be near. We shall leave you to have that discussion then. I was going to take Milan to Mordsuk if you have any errands there that need doing. Well, I suppose there is one thing. Would you pick up a nectarine from the markets, please? Cassard's caravan just passed through, so Ron should have some fresh fruit. Come then, Milan. There's something I want you to see. Right after we stop at Ron's stall, of course. So the illness they were talking about is them just basically waiting to turn into Sin Eaters and then, you know, dying. That sucks. Yeah, kind of like probably more like a zombie. They're just waiting to turn, and once they turn, there's no way you can really get them back. Oh, back again, are you? You need another taste of Ron's wares? Actually, we're looking to buy a nectarine. Do you have any in stock? Oh, yes, nectarines, peaches, grapes, fresh and juicy. Given how richly you cracked your coin purse with me, I might still owe you food. Here, take this one, free of charge. Gods, I've never seen a Mord merchant give away something for nothing before. How much coin did you spend here? Oh yes, I'll take a jar of honeyed worms as well. Oh no, they're not for me. It's an offering of sorts. The worms, if you please. Only the best regulars for you. Come again, my friends. Oh boy. Right, that's our shopping chores taken care of. Let's head up past the Aetheryte to the main tower. The view I want to show you can only be seen from its very top. Wait. What's she doing? She better not chew it. Do I need to get her? Callie's sniffing out a power cord, so we're just keeping an eye on her. Here are your precious worms. That buys us a trip to the top of the tower, does it not?
Oh my gosh, this guy is creepy. With a hardened skin, eyes.
Yeah.
It's so scary.
Glazed wrigglers, you actually brought them. I really shouldn't let you, but just this once, all right? Only once. Never fails, shall we?
Look, over there, where the wall is broken. Do you see what lies beyond? That's what the land became after the light flooded in. An empty white nothingness. Life cannot exist in such conditions. The primordial light would wreak havoc on the body's etheric balance. That nectarine you bought. It's Halric's favorite fruit. Most of the patients, Halric included, survived the attacks of powerful eaters. But their fate was sealed all the same. The monster's corruption has entered their bodies, and their very essence is being subsumed by light. The twisted state of the world itself just makes matters worse. Under normal circumstances, a person's ether naturally tends to equilibrium. But for these poor souls, the opposite is true. Sooner or later, every single one of them will turn. Tesleen and the patients, they all know this. They know what has to be done before the change goes too far, before the eater within takes over. The preferred method is mixing poison into their favorite food. In my time here, I've borne witness to a lot of last meals.
That's harsh.
I feel just as helpless as before. No matter how hard I fight, it's never enough. But it's a war I mean to wage, nonetheless. Speaking of wars, do you remember how I made you promise not to leave me and then promptly collapsed? Well, let's just say I had a few choice words for the Exarch concerning the timing of his summons. But even if the fault lay with someone else, I couldn't shake the feeling that I'd abandon you on the battlefield. So I swore that I'd make up for my absence there by making a difference here. And that's what keeps me moving forward, even when things seem hopeless. On which note, it's time we headed back. The longer we keep Tesleen waiting, the harder this will be for her.
I think Amy's about to learn the significance of the nectarine here soon. I'm glad I was able to show you that. When it comes to understanding the catastrophe which befell the First, one glimpse of the empty wasteland beyond the wall is worth more than an hour of Urianger's lecturing. And I needed you to know beyond a doubt that Tesleen has no other choice. The nectarine will be a kindness. It isn't just the threat posed to others. When a person becomes an eater, the pain appears to be excruciating. The carers are truly fond of their wards and would spare them that suffering. It is their way of fighting back against a fate worse than death. Oops. Oh wait, why am I doing that? You're back. I hope you had a nice time. Did you manage to find a nectarine? Oh, Stene, thank you very much for the subscription. 9 months now. Thank you. Alisaie's explained why I wanted this, has she? I can see it in your eyes. But we may not need it just yet. I spoke with the others, and we've decided to keep an eye on Halric for now. Thanks to you, though, if his time does come suddenly, we'll be ready to send him on his way with a taste of happier days. Well, nothing is going to happen for a little while yet, so let's see if we can't lighten the mood. We don't want our gloomy faces worrying the patients. I think it's time for that welcome meal, don't you? Take a seat and I'll make us a nice stew. Hopefully you're doing well, Stene.
Speak up if you'd like another helping. I made a little bit more than usual today.
And you've added something special to the broth, if I'm not mistaken.
Aye, well, it's not often we have visitors from the Crystarium, so I may have thrown in a few extra bits and bobs.
We'll have another bowl then.
That's what I like to hear. Give me a moment to warm up the pot.
Oh, Geeky Griffin, thanks for choosing me with your Prime
In a place like this, you learn to take what moments of happiness you can
subscription. 28 months now, saying, ah, yes, I had this available again. Well, thank you so much.
I remember when I first came here with my mother. She was showing the early signs. I knew there was no way to save her, but I just couldn't face what needed to be done. That's the way of it for most people. Why they travel from arms to stay here. Beaten, broken souls come to wait out the inevitable, to receive the mercy of a painless death. When my mother finally left this world, I was mad with grief, but also thankful that her passing was a peaceful one. It's never easy, ending a life you've cared for, even when you believe they go on to a better place. I often find myself wishing the Warrior of Darkness would come and do that part for me.
The Warrior of Darkness?
You've never heard the tale? I'm not sure where it began, but every child in Northrend could tell you a version of it. Warrior of Darkness, servant of death, take care of our souls at our dying breath. Let sinners and eaters of sin go with thee, that all may return to the sunless sea. Well, that's the version I was taught anyway. It's just an old bedtime story. He's certainly never deigned to visit us here.
Which is a good thing, surely. He sounds rather ominous.
Do you think so? I always liked the idea that he treated every soul the same, even the Sin Eaters.
Oh, that doesn't seem good. Yes, Climber Kirby.
They're coming.
Desleen! Have you seen Halric? I swear, I only took my eyes off him for a moment.
That's not good. Holy crap, you're already at 78 with your dancer? Milan, Alisaie, we have to go look for Halric. I don't know what's gotten into him, but if he's wandering out there alone... We'll assign search areas and split up. Any idea where he might be headed? No, he's never done anything like this before, but it can't be a coincidence that the other patients are suddenly so agitated. They can sense something. In any case, let's keep the search close to the inn. Halric isn't very sure on his feet, so he won't have gone far. I'll search the east side. Please, Halric, please be alright. I'll cover the north and west end. You take everything from here to the south. Thanks, Sayo. Try not to aggro them. And Lon Lon. Yep. The Derek. That's who should be, that should be my new nickname. I'm just the Derek. Smash Matt, thank you very much for the 100 bits. Saying, hey, so Pilot Wing 64 is certainly a game, isn't it? Seriously, from what little I played, I think it's a fun concept and I like the original characters. I just wish I was better at it. It's not the flying so much as the landing that gets me most of the time. Looking forward to hearing your full thoughts on things this Sunday. Yes, actually, thank you for the reminder. I need to schedule that for our patrons tomorrow. Because we'll be deciding on our next game and also talking about Pilot Wing 64. So I will definitely need to make sure to schedule that. I'll actually be joined by for the one episode after Pilot Wing 64, just to reveal things here. By my next guest will be Matt Muscles and Stop Skeletons from Fighting. So it should be fun.
Any sign of him? No luck then. But he surely can't have gone far. We should keep looking. The Sin Eaters are out in force, and if we don't find him soon, you can be sure they will.
What the heck? Some crazy designs for these Sin Eaters.
It must be one of the nasty ones. Wherever it's going, it can only mean trouble. After it!
Did you see the warnings about stuff coming up as cocktail warning?
Yeah, I'm definitely seeing it. I guess be ready, Amy.
There it is!
Thanks for the warnings, everyone.
Is that... Oh no!
Oh, geez.
Ulrich!
Ooh. Holy crap.
We have to run!
Oh, no.
Tesling! No!
Uh-oh. I saw on your screen.
We all deserve happiness, wherever we can find it. The time left to you is precious. No one should die in pain. Mother, I...
I thought it was going to be something happening to Halric, not to her. Oh, God. Oh, God. Ugh.
Why is this so creepy?
No, 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 no!
Oh, that's awful.
Save her.
Didn't even bother with the kid. Jeez. Welcome to Shadowbringers indeed. I'm sorry, Milan. I tried to tell the carers what happened, but I can't be the shoulder they lean on. Not like this. Sheesh. I ain't holding up, Amy.
That was disturbing and nightmare fuel.
Yes, it was. It's just so unfair. Tesleen was always so cheery with the patients, telling them not to be scared, that there wouldn't be any pain. Of all the people in the world to suffer such a fate. It is just straight up tragic. I imagine you're just as shocked as the rest of us, so I appreciate what you're doing here. Me, I don't have the words. Without a body, we can't even give her a proper burial. And she cared about that sort of thing. About giving people the chance to say their goodbyes. This is, it's definitely better to start with Alphino, I'd say. It's a much more of a proper ramp up. Also paints the Sin Eaters that are around Vothri. Paints them well, already in a bad way, but even worse way. Halric is unresponsive as ever. He stands motionless, staring up into the sky where the Sin Eaters made their escape. Yeah, I think it's time to give him that nectarine. I've spoken with the carers. Thank you. What you're doing, it means a lot to me. To them, to me. Sorry to interrupt. We realized we hadn't thanked you for rescuing Halric. You weren't hurt at all, were you? Huh? Hurt? There wasn't even a fight. I was too late, too slow. And I thought I could protect you. You can't blame yourself for things beyond your control. You brought Halric back safe and sound, and no one could have done any more. I'm sorry, but I have come to a decision. I won't be continuing my role here. I hope you will forgive me for leaving you, and that you will delay Halric's last meal for as long as you possibly can.
Go ahead and do that.
Not until it's too late, of course. Just give him what time you can. We always do. Of course, she would have done the same. Farewell, Halric. Keep Tesleen's words close to your heart. Wait, you're leaving this very moment? I understand how you must feel, but surely this is a bit hasty. Do you even have anywhere else to go? I have a destination in mind, yes, and a purpose. This damned light, building without cease. It's the reason we can't save those corrupted by the Eaters. But what if we corrected the balance? Even if it were only by a little, even if it took years, it would surely make things better. Now hold on there. Everyone knows there's too much light, but how could you ever hope to get rid of it? You'd have to change the whole world. That's right. We should return to the Crystarium. I may not be able to repel the Eaters on my own, but I can still use the skills I've gained here to hurt them. Oh boy, that's certainly giving you a full understanding of this, the Eaters, Sin Eaters, that's for sure. Why couldn't you take it?
Because I have the other one still up.
What other one? Oh, okay. Hey, Jason Rocks. I didn't see any. Did you?
Work to live or live to work?
Oh yeah, there is that one.
Is that or is that just a...
We should check it just in case. Coming over now. Yeah, they definitely went hard on that scene. There's a lot. Greetings, friend. You like helping people, yes? Maybe you can help me too. You see, my son Gun makes me very proud, but very worried. He works very hard, too hard for his own good. He follows orders, yes, follows them until someone tells him to stop. This is very dangerous, bad for his health. I need you to speak to him, persuade him to rest. He should be near the Red Sarai, probably leaving no stone unturned in his search for relics. Please tell him his father orders him to stop. But yeah, if the scene was not bloody, but they found a way to push everything else. I was just, well, I'm sure you saw my face was just sort of like, what the hell? Juggler Hecatome there seems to be more of a, less of a juggler, more of a psychic, the way the axe is floating above him. Oh, you saw... Where you at? Oh, over on the left. Yeah. Man, we completely missed that the first time. Thank you. Cheers to everyone. Meanwhile, I get the Aramon again. Great B-Man, thank you very much for that tier 1 subscription. 3 months now and on a 2-month streak. Thank you so much. There we are. Search the nooks, search the crannies, search high, search low. Oh, sorry, I did not see you there. Are you lost? Father says I must rest. That will not do. No, no. I will stop, but not yet. I need something to show for my efforts. All this scrabbling, all this searching, and still no shinies. You came here to tell me to stop, but I refuse. Your job will not be finished, will it? That will not do either. Wait, I have an idea. If you help me find shinies, my job will be over, your job will be over, and I can rest. Simple, yes? Look under that rubble and find whatever there is to be found. Maybe it'll be valuable, maybe not. Either way, let us keep searching until we get at least one shiny. Oh god, he's a Pokemon fan. It felt like we got through Alisaie's quests a lot quicker than we got through Alphinaud's. Of course, hers was more centralized. You already find a shiny?
Third pile.
About the same time? I guess because we explored the Crystarium so much. Well, we still don't know the full story behind Valtry. So far, Crystarium seems to be the best place in this world. What did you find? Not more rubble, I hope. Oh, this looks very special. Such pretty patterns. I have never seen one like this before. But how much is it worth? I'm an expert in finding shinies, not a historian. Perhaps we should ask someone. Once we sell it, we will divide the profits between us. We worked as a team, so half for you, half for me. Fair is fair. No others. Okay, we're good. It now makes sense to me why there is no Hildebrand quests as part of Shadowbringers. How the heck do you find a way to get them into the first? Forgive me, Milan. I couldn't stay there a moment longer. But I was serious about what I said. While the men and women at the inn battle against this blight with kindness, I must fight in my own way. With steel. From Eorzea's sword in the darkness to Norvrant's sword in the light. Gods above, it feels like an age ago now. Miss Alisaie, is there anything I can get you? Your swiftest Amuro, I need to return to the Crystarium immediately. As you wish. Oh, they ran out of ideas and that's why they stopped for an expansion? I seem to come up with more ideas. Although we never did do the Stormblood Hildebrand quest yet, have we, Amy?
Did we? I guess we didn't.
No, I don't believe we did. Remind me to wear goggles if we ever fly over Amur Ring again. I've barely gotten the sand out of my eyes. But the wind did help clear my head at least. I think I'm ready to meet with the Exarch. We need to talk about how we're going to wipe the Sin Eaters out, shall we? Alright. Wonder what we're going to be doing next. Do you have business with the Crystal Exarch? Just say the word and I would be happy to escort you to the Ocular. Alpha says, Heaven's Word Hildebrand is the best, Stormblood is decent, and Walker has been good fun so far. Thank you for seeking me out, Milan. It meant a lot to have you there at my side. I'm looking at Alphino, I'd say he's as eager to begin this discussion as I am. I say we lay our experiences before the Exarch and step back to see what kind of picture they make. Then we can decide where to go from here. Hey, look at that. Level 74. Ooh, jump mastery. Nice. My high jump has gotten better.
Wait, an ant colony perishes if the queen is taken out? They don't just make a new queen?
I don't know. I'm not sure on that one. High jump? Hold on, let me check my... Actions and traits. Oh yeah, okay, it is high jump. High jump is sick. I'll have to check it out then. I really want to see my new gear.
Have you gained a better understanding of the crisis now faced by the First?
Better is not the word I would use. Some lands
Jump
may
it
have been
faster.
spared the flood,
Okay.
but the survivors live only to suffer. There seems no end to the horrors inflicted by the Sin Eaters.
Indeed. Those abominations are a calamity in their own right. And I can well imagine how hopeless the task of eradicating them must seem to you. But after countless battles and untold sacrifice, we have identified a potential weakness. Sin Eaters are drawn to serve the strongest of their kind, a class of creature we call Light Wardens. And from what we have been able to ascertain, only a handful of these entities exist.
I'm getting a lore dump.
Oh, are you?
It starts with 14 worlds.
Just as an
Like
ant
Final
colony
Fantasy
will
XIV.
perish in the absence of the queen,
I'm at
we
the
believe
Queen
the death
line.
of a Light Warden will cause the lesser creatures within its sphere of influence
Okay.
to disperse.
I think that was
I have a feeling Eulmore might have
Oh,
something
definitely.
to say about any concerted action we take against these monsters.
Like there was the 14th Legion we were fighting in that. There was a 7th Legion. There was very 7 they're definitely doing a lot of this on purpose.
Vorthra's command over the Sin Eaters is integral to Eulmoran society. In seeming to guarantee his people's safety, it guarantees their obedience. He will not take kindly to us depriving him of such useful allies.
Agreed. Thus we will need to occupy or otherwise divert his forces whilst we proceed with the business of eliminating the Wardens. Until we have done so, all other considerations must be set aside if we are to forestall the 8th Umbral Calamity.
Are you sure that eliminating the Wardens will be enough?
Your uncertainty is understandable given the circumstances. Perhaps a more detailed explanation is in order. To begin at the beginning, then.
Ooh, fancy.
In the ancient past, a single star was divided into 14 worlds. This is the source, your home. These others are the 13 shards, in whose number we find the first. Though physically separate, they retain a connection to each other, and with the source especially. Now, let us assume that a given element in one of the shards attains abnormal ascendancy. Just as water will flow from the highest point to to the lowest, the excess energy will begin trickling into the source. And such an influx of ether will of course exert a palpable influence. If the element in question were fire, then drought and wildfires might ensue. If it were ice, one might expect the weather to turn bitterly cold. As ether continues to pour in, such phenomena will become more and more extreme, until eventually, a single, untimely event triggers a disaster which cracks the barrier dividing the two worlds. What was once a trickle now becomes a deluge, sweeping the shard along to be rejoined with the source.
Oh yeah, I'm at the rejoin with the
At
source.
the same time, the element which held
Yeah.
sway
Oh, I thought they said the rejoining.
its energies
Yeah,
amplify the
you're
original disaster to truly
yes.
catastrophic proportions.
You are.
An earthquake thus magnified.
You're
will
definitely
strike
right, Amy.
With enough force to shatter continents. A tidal wave might swell to a size capable of drowning entire nations. These devastating events are what we refer to as umbral calamities.
Yeah. 7.
7 times has a calamity befallen the source. 7 times has a shard been absorbed.
I have that Encyclopedia Eorzea, and they were talking about how each calamity was given an element, and so they thought because they went through all the elements that was enough, that there couldn't be any more calamities after that. Guess that proves that wrong. This proves that wrong.
At present, the light-drowned realm of the First stands perilously close to meeting the conditions for a rejoining.
Here you go, Amy.
It is the
Rejoining.
Senators who are to blame for the light's continued dominance. In addition to attracting their lesser kin, the light wardens I mentioned earlier radiate ether, saturating every corner of their territory with light. Even here in the flood-spared region of Norvrant, their influence is strong enough to banish night from the sky.
Alpha says, yeah, they went through the 6 elements, though that was it. And then the 7th umbral calamity hit, one of darkness. Yeah, so now we have one of light coming. I wonder what the other 5 would be. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, 5.
Thus, if we are to restore balance to the First and head off a potential calamity, it is imperative that we put each and every Light Warden to the sword.
Cutscene lets us know exactly which shards still exist and which fell to the calamity. It helps that each of the shards that falls in the scene exactly match the elemental coloring of each calamity. Surviving shards at the present are the 1st, 4th, 8th, 9th, 11th, and 13th. The 13th is currently the Void. Interesting. Really good lore.
We've been doing our best to take the fight to the enemy ever since we first heard the Exarch's explanation.
Though we have yet to claim any meaningful victories if truth be told.
Well, that's why I'm
From
here.
being confoundingly elusive, the Light Wardens possess a troublesome quality which compelled us to delay our plans until such time as you arrived.
Forgive the interruption, my lord, but Hallminster Switch is requesting reinforcements. They say the Sin Eaters are attacking in force, and the village could soon be overrun.
Alert the guard. We should be prepared in case the fighting reaches the Crystarium. You have command of our forces in the field, Captain, but hold off on entering the town until I arrive. That goes for Alphino and Alisaie as well.
My lord.
Boy.
Pray, lend us your strength. Such a flight will provide you with far greater insight than any explanation I could offer.
Holminster Switch is at the north of Lakeland, so we'd best make haste with our preparations. In fact, meet me outside the Crystarium at the crossroads northwest of the Ascensor Gate, and I shall lead you there myself. We'll get to the point where we unlock the dungeon, and then we'll start with that next time. Looks like we have our first dungeon coming up, Amy. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Yeah. So Dave, a lot to unpack. Yeah. No, I'm definitely intrigued. The stakes are clear. We're starting to get a goal set. I am. Oh, go to the Aetheryte, and then it's the one on the outside. Just it's Lakeland you're looking for, Amy. But yeah, I'm absolutely intrigued, and we still have a ways to go, because, let me see here. Okay, we only just hit the level 71 quests. We won't be at the end until we hit, level 80. That was basically the prologue. No, I didn't. You saw one? Oh, shoot. Somebody went up there and I just ignored it. Oh my gosh, I'm dumb. Not dumb, but unobservant. You don't have to. Yeah, I'm coming back now. Yep, I see it. Whoops. Gonna want those. Eventually we'll be able to fly. Feels so weird to go on the high ground on a bird. Oh, next time you'll hear the Shadowbringers boss music, favorite of Soth's. Certainly intrigued. Been enjoying the music so far. There it is. All set. If we follow this road north, we will arrive at the northern staging point. The village itself lies not far beyond. Quickly now. The song is called Insatiable. Okay. to keep an eye out for ether currents now. Oh, ether current. If you follow the normal path. Yeah, I wasn't gonna bother going to the town that we weren't able to, like, we couldn't go to anyway. Are you at the fort job? I mean, yeah, I could turn around and do that. I may as well. Shadowbringers, the first expansion, used the trust system to be able to customize an NPC party if you need. No, we have enough friends here that we won't need to worry about that. That's for sure. Oh yeah, does look good. Right. Oh, that's actually a. Oh, I've accessed the region's gemstone exchange. Okay. Oh, it's something you trade in for fates. Yes. Oh, it's how you get cards this way too. At least there's only one you have to worry about, but still. God, the effort to get all of the triple triad cards is something else. Oh yeah, the trust duty support as a while playing as a tank or a healer would definitely help my confidence, like just to get an idea without annoying people. You'd probably prefer that too, right, Amy? What? Basically playing with AI allies through a dungeon rather than humans, so you can test out being a tank or being a healer. I feel so slow. I don't know why I feel extra slow when I'm on a flying mount. Oh, I think I know. Thrilling. Yeah, I mean, it's the early game, so you got to just do the long walks to get to where you need to go. That's why we look out for the etherite, the ether stuff, so we can fly as soon as possible. I don't think she's power enough to be a light warden yet.
But we're gonna have to kill her.
Oh, probably. Or maybe we'll get lucky and we get to heal her somehow, but I kind of doubt it.
Oh, I think we're gonna have to kill her.
Yeah. Whole Minster Switch is past these gates and through the woods. 'Tis not exactly a near neighbor to the Crystarium, but as we occupy the same region, we have built up something of a cooperative relationship. What can we expect inside, Captain? The town is beset by a swarm unlike any we have seen in recent years. We did our best to evacuate the villagers, but as many as half remain. Judging by the number of eaters present, we have good reason to believe that a light warden leads the attack. Well, hey, that's convenient. We need to take care of that. Well, there you go. So you go. Thank you, Alisaie. How convenient. It seems we'll have our chance to slay a warden sooner than we expected. One does not simply slay a warden. Has no one told you what happens if you defeat one of those fiends? They hold more light inside them than all of their underlings put together. It can be struck down, aye, but its essence won't dissipate like the weaker kind. Vile ether will billow outwards and envelop the nearest living being, a reckless young swordswoman perhaps, and turn her into a brand new warden. Yeesh. That's a problem. Ah, well, you can leave that particular quandary to us. I must ask that the guards stand down and allow us to engage this leader of eaters alone. Concentrate on the survivors. We must save every life we can. But what if... I'm going to guess that we are able to absorb that light and not be affected. Understood, my lord. As captain of the guard, however, I will not watch you brave such danger without an escort from our ranks. I insist that I go with you. Very well, then our warden slaying party shall include myself, the Leviers, Captain Lina, and last but not least... Can't really call us... Probably not a good idea to call us the Warrior of Light. A formidable group indeed. Into Holtminster we go. Once we reach the Light Warden, do not hold back. We strike to kill. The Exarch and Lina would be the NPCs that come with you into the dungeon? Okay.
Yeah, you can choose to do this solo.
Yeah. Very cool. Well, yeah. I mean, technically, it'd be nice to go for the full 3 hours, but this definitely going to take longer than first 15 minutes. So this is where we're going to pick up next time. And hey, we happen to just go to a town nearby, Amy, so we can go to Fort Job and there. Well, yeah, you can. Exarch is an all-rounder, Lynn is a DPS, Alphinaud is a healer, and Alisaie is a DPS. Okay. So we get a party based on what we choose. Cool. Well, next time we'll be starting with our very first duty. See what we're in for there, but yeah, I am absolutely intrigued with what we have in store for us. We are very much in the beginning, but I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what we have coming up next. In the meantime, though, I will be back on Sunday for more Alan Wake Remastered, and that will be continue on into Monday before we return next Wednesday, of course, for more Final Fantasy XIV. I should also mention, though, that on Saturday at 8 o'clock, I forget the Twitch channel offhand. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I will be taking part in a special Mario Party stream for charity. Let's see here. So yeah, it's called Mario Party Madness. It's for Extra Life for Kids charity. I'll be joined by Some Call Me Johnny, Zoomzyke, Tactless Ogre, who's also with part of Super Gaming Bros, Uncle Silver, of course, and Nathaniel, and then Vernius T, who I'm not familiar with. Let me see if I can find the actual Twitch. Okay, it's part of Chris Clark 8788, who is the runner of this. So I will just link Mario Party Madness to that for you guys here. And we will be playing, I believe it's Mario Party 7 is what we'll be playing there. It's definitely specialized, highly modded. for all that, since we're all able to play together online. So you can look forward to that. That'll be at 8 o'clock and should be done well in time for Amy's actual stream of Ace Attorney. So I'll be there for that. And yeah, we can keep an eye out for that. So busy weekend. So yeah, 8 p.m. Eastern. Who's Scary Helicopter. Otherwise, though, I think that's everything. Let's see who we can raid here. Nobody I know is streaming, and so if there's any suggestions, I'll take them. Otherwise, though, we can just end it here and move on to what do we have next? Be back on Saturday. I mean, even 8 a.m. would be really early for me, so yeah. Not seeing any suggestions, so... Oh, here we go. Charizard the Flame is a small streamer. We can try that. They're playing Halo Master Chief Collection. And the Maniacal Gamer is playing Resident Evil. And Causal M. Dan Jones is playing Armored Core 6. So we got Causal M. Dan Jones. Any suggestions? Any preferences, I guess I should say? Actually, I'd say between the let's see, soda. So the two with the smaller streamers are definitely Charizard DeFlame, who has 1 viewer right now, and Maniacal Gamer, who has about 25. But let's go with Charizard DeFlame. As for our raid message, I don't know. I don't know about there we go. Praise the Mord. I like it, Alpha. I was struggling with what we could reference and not confuse somebody, but praise the Mord will do. All right, we'll start up that raid. Thank you all once again so much for being here. Really do appreciate it. We'll be back next Wednesday for more Final Fantasy if you're only here for Final Fantasy XIV. Otherwise, join me on Saturday or on Sunday for Alan Wake Remastered. Until then, everyone, take care. Bye.